Salute Black Goose TV family. What's good with it? I just want to say, hopefully y'all enjoying y'all Friday. And by the time y'all probably watch this, your Friday's probably going to be over. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what time zone you're in. If you're in my time zone, I want to say happy early Saturday. If you're not in my time zone, you're a little bit before that. Happy late Friday. Hopefully your Friday going crazy. Y'all getting lit. Y'all enjoying it. And then obviously if you're in the time zone just like an hour ahead of mine, then I'm for sure saying happy Saturday to y'all. So by the way, speaking of Saturday, we got Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte happening to the model. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. We definitely doing Influence Lounge for that joint. I got Zen coming in on that as well. So make sure y'all join me for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss that joint. We finna be lit. We finna be getting it popping. And obviously, it's gonna be a little bit, unusual for most of the Black Goose TV family because it's not gonna be usual time. It's gonna be a lot earlier. It's gonna be around like 4 or 5. I'll drop it in the community board. So make sure y'all check out the community board. It's not gonna be late, but we're still gonna have a lot of fun. So make sure y'all join me for Influence Lounge for Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. It's gonna be fire. Anyway, let's get to the whole entire motherfucking reason why I'm even recording this. I'm putting it out and sharing with the Black Goose TV family. It has to do with Dillian Whyte, obviously, because of what I was recently saying with Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury happening tomorrow. But even with that being said, I want to point something out specifically. As I want to applaud. I want to applaud Dillian Whyte because I feel like he got I'm rolling that back and rewinding it. I feel like he got a whole lot of hate that was not deserved when it came to the buildup of his fight. A lot of people saying, hey, he's not showing up for the press conferences. He's not showing up for the initial face-offs. He's not talking. He's getting off his social media. He's doing this. He's doing that. All these different type of things, right? All these different type of opinions that are coming out saying Dillian Whyte needs to be there. He needs to do all these different type of things to help Tyson Fury promote the fight. Tyson Fury is carrying this fight on his own. Let's be real. Let's be 100. And I'm going to ask you guys this, and you guys might disagree with me, so this is why I'm asking you. I want to know you guys' opinion. If Dillian Whyte was actually there, do you think it would have made any difference when it came to the promotion of this fight in the sense of the anticipation, right? Do you think it would be more anticipated, more people would be talking about it if Dillian Whyte showed up for all these events, or do you think it would be about the same? Me personally, I think it would be about the same. I don't think there would be much of a difference, but drop it below in the comments what you guys think. But with that being said, with him getting all that criticism, the reason why I want to applaud Dillian Whyte is because he played his game. He didn't allow Tyson Fury to put his game on him. He said, oh, you want me to be at the press conferences. You want to talk all this shit. You want to try and get in my head. You want to do the social media games. I'm going to take a hiatus. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to train hard. And then when the week comes, then I'm going to come out and I'm going to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Dillian Whyte is very genuine. He's very himself. He's never fake. That's why I love Dillian Whyte. That's why I appreciate Dillian Whyte. When it comes to a lot of boxers that I have a lot of respect for, it comes down to the fact that, hey, I am who I am. I'm not going to be over the top. I'm not going to be over, someone who who's different just to appease the crowd or maybe get a certain particular fan base to lean toward me during this particular time. I'm just all about being myself, and that's what Dillian Whyte is to his core, in my opinion. And I love that in his last week, not only has he, in my opinion, done a great job making this fight a lot more anticipated by people who didn't anticipate it, beforehand as much as they are now. But he's putting a lot of things out in the media and he's speaking his truths. And a lot of those truths are, I dropped the video yesterday. He was talking about the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. He felt like Tyson Fury lost the first fight, and only Tyson Fury gets away with those type of things. And I thought that was a beautiful thing for him to say, not because I agree with it. I'm not going in that direction. It's just to hear someone like Dillian Whyte say that with the type of beef that he had with Wilder is a very interesting perspective from someone who's in that circle, right? Who's in the circle of, or the sense of, not the outside looking in. I'm not boxing media, the boxer. You see what I'm saying? So he's been very vocal when it comes to a lot of his opinions on how he feels about Tyson Fury, which I have not heard him say before. And I think it's very strategic as well, because you don't want to be too vocal, because you don't know if you're ever going to get the Tyson Fury fight. Now he has the Fury fight, trained for it. He feels he's in very, 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 very good shape. And so now when you're asking me questions, I can be my real self and I can talk to you and say exactly what I feel. Very strategic, very smart, and I love it. So in this particular video, we're going to be talking about this statement right here. Dillian Whyte says 3 years prior, nobody cared about Fury's fights. They were boring. And this can go along the same, what's the word for it? The same narrative as of Deontay Wilder needs Tyson Fury just as much as Tyson Fury needs Deontay Wilder. We're talking about these heavyweight fights. We're talking about what we want to see. But in reality, when I look at things, I'm like, look, the biggest fight that we can make right now in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 4. Now, I had it live when I was talking about that. I had people correct me. It's like, I'd love to see Deontay Wilder versus AJ. But I think in the grand scheme of things, there's no way that's crazy. There's no way that we're gonna see anything bigger than that. But that's my opinion. Y'all disagree with me if you want. Drop it in the comments if you do. But let's get into this article right here, because I want to know exactly. My bad, y'all. There's a big ass spider in my crib. But okay, Whyte, 3 years prior, nobody cared about Fury's fights. They were born. So what do you guys think about that? Do you believe or do you agree with what he's saying? Let's get into it. This is one fight where it all has to gel. Fury brings everything to the table. He is tall, he is awkward and rangy. He might come to fight, and then I don't need to worry about any of that. We might just have to stand up and bang, and one of us goes down. That would be great. But I'm also prepared if I need to hut him down, set traps, and outsmart him. A lot of people will laugh at this. They don't think I can do this, but I haven't shown half of what I can do yet because I have and had the opportunity. People forget that in the first Alexander Povetkin fight, I was outboxing him. Okay, I got caught, but in the return, I just went in and banged him out. Two completely different styles, so I'm very adaptable. When I box, I can box. When I move, I can move, but that style is boring. Fury's style is boring. People were excited for the last two fights because he was able to stand and trade with Wilder. Wilder is dangerous, but not that good. So Fury could stay in the pocket and outwork him and out hustle him because he didn't do anything up close apart from throw that big right hand from the range. So people have been saying, Tyson Fury, he's the man. He's exciting. No, he's not. He beat up Deontay Wilder 3 times. Come on, guys. Go back and look. 3 years prior, no one cared about Tyson Fury fights. He was a big guy and he was winning fights, but the fights were boring. I'm not someone who really complains or cries about things, but I should have had my title shot at least 2 years ago. Now, this goes back to Deontay Wilder Dillian Whyte beef. I'm 2 years more seasoned. I've been through ups and downs in those 2 years, so I'm more mature as a person and a fighter. That is one of the main reasons why I didn't kick off at the press conference. I've grown up a lot and was able to control the situation instead of jumping in and knocking John Fury out. It's a major event, and I'm glad to be part of it. Maybe 2 years ago, it wouldn't have been as big as it is now. So in a way, damn, that thing is gone now. My bad, y'all. I'm going to find it. I'm going to get it. It's a major event. I'm glad to be a part of it. Maybe 2 years ago, it wouldn't have been big as it is now. So in a way, it would be worth the wait. I'm a lot different from how I was then. I'm smarter. I approach things differently. And I don't rely on my punching power. I'm fitter, stronger, better. I can do other things to win a fight and set things up in different ways. Mariusz Watch is probably the biggest guy I've fought, but I fought a few big guys. I was well out of shape for that fight. We know. And mentally, I was in a dark place, but I still went in and fought a 10-rounder, so the experience was good. It has shown me that even when I'm not at my best, I can still beat guys that have a physical advantage over me. I fought Rivas, Brown, Parker. I've had a lot of experience against different kind of guys. But having seen Wilder, that's from the actual, writer of the article, but having seen Wilder put Fury on the floor, Tyson in a meeting, as well as twice in their first meeting, does that give Whyte confidence? He responds saying, Wilder put him down in 2 of the 3 fights. I don't take much from that because he did get up. I think the first should have been stopped, but he got up. But Wilder is not a good finisher. He's a one-punch finisher. If he gets that one punch away, then you go. But he's not a guy who can grind and finish you. It's just if he nails you, he nails you. I haven't watched the bits when Fury been put down. I watched the bits where he's good, the way he moves, the way he backs Wilder up. I look at the mistakes Wilder makes and what Fury's done to make sure I'm not in the same position. Let's see. Wilder cannot keep his hands up. He cannot stop punches. I think he was a little bit freaked out. So I'm going to be 100% with you. I'm actually very respectful to that. He wasn't disrespectful when it came to Deontay Wilder. He's very analytical to what he was saying. And that's the thing that's going to be a difference between Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder. A lot of people are saying Deontay Wilder has more one-punch knockout power. Yes, he does. But if you have one-punch knockout power, if you have the ability and, the blessings and the athleticism to be who Tyson Fury is, as big as he is, taller, and be able to avoid that one shot, what does Deontay Wilder have now? He has nothing. And the biggest flaw for Deontay Wilder isn't really his one-punch knockout power, or maybe that people feel like he has anything other than that right hand. The biggest flaw with Deontay Wilder is he has no defense. Deontay Wilder's defense is terrible. He just never learned it. His defense was keeping people at the end of his punches and fighting that range. Dillian Whyte has defense. Dillian Whyte is a solid defensive fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be the difference when it comes to this fight. Dillian Whyte obviously doesn't have the same one-punch knockout power as Wilder, but he can definitely finish a fight with his hands. Goes to the body. He's a better inside fighter. I think this fight's going to be a lot closer than people think. Let me know what you guys think, though. I had to drop this video. I got to find that goddamn spider. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the people. Much love. I'm gonna rewatch this back. Hopefully, y'all love this as much as I love it. I don't even know. I'm out. Enjoy y'all weekend. Salute to the people.